Hi friends, so in the earlier section we have learned how you can set up your own bash script and make some powerful thing. Also we have understood how you can change in .bash rc file to set up our persist environment variable and so that we can use it on our own command terminal. Okay, so now in this lecture we will learn about environment variable. So it's much needed when we are talking about Linux or Unix system. So let's move ahead with environment variable. So the environment variable basically often as envs also. So they are dynamic value and they can change how an application should behave. Okay. So basically these are name and value pairs, and just keep in mind that these should be in capital letters. Okay. So whenever you are defining the environment variable, they should be in capital letter. Now, so there are two types of environment variable. First one is global, and then we have local environment variable. And also the scope of an environment variable is crucial. So basically it dictates where the variable can be accessed or defined. Okay, now what's the global environment variable? So basically when they defined in a terminal, so its accessibility from anywhere is increased. Okay, so it means that it can be employed by script, program, or processes running within the scope of that terminal, so it can be accessed or used anywhere, while the local environment variable are defined to the specific terminal. Okay, so if you will close the terminal and open it again, the local environment variable will be lost. Okay, so you cannot use that whenever you will reopen the terminal, right? So let's move ahead. So how you can display a particular environment variables? So we can type echo and then dollar variable name, and of course I have said earlier also that variable name should be in capital letter. Okay, so we will discuss about the some common environment variable. So we'll take example and also we will learn this in our demo. And so to print all the env variables, so how you can do that? So you just need to type print env in your terminal. Okay, to set a global environment variable, you just need to type export then name, whatever name in the in the capital letter, and the value, and just to be sure that the value should be defined. Okay, so if you want to define anything in here, so suppose if you want to define a variable called home, so you will type the name as capital home and the value should be exist. Okay, it should not be any random value, either it will throw any error. And the local variable is bit easy, so you are just defining in them in your current terminal. Okay, so you just need to type $2 equal to anything, or $a equal to anything. Okay, so it will take you as local environment variable. Now, so to set user wide environment variables, so basically they are restricted to your user profile, so you can use these things. So dot bash rc bash underscore profile bash underscore login or profile dot profile. Okay, so in our earlier section we were setting up our bash, so we edited our bash rc file, right? So for defining our environment variable path. Okay, so that was the example of user wide. Now what's a system wide? So for that it will be configured as globally system wide. Okay, and you can change these files so that it will be your system wide environment variable. Okay, so you can go to these files and edit them with your perfect editor, whatever editor you want to open with. Now you want to unset the environment variable, you can either type unset and then name, or give it a name equal to blank colons. Okay, now let's discuss about some common environment variable. So these are some common global environment variable. So editor will tell you that, hey, what your environment default editor. Then you have home and user, pwd, path. Okay, and the important ones are home and path. Okay, so these are important. Also the user is also one of the important. So let's move on our Ubuntu VM and let's get practice to this. So I'm on my Ubuntu VM. I will open my terminal. So for displaying any So for displaying all the environment variable, what I will type print env. So it will display my all of my environment variable that is used in currently. Okay. Okay. So you can see that path and then this, then GDM session this. So all of them are in capital letter. There will be none of them that will be in small letter. Okay. All of them will be in capital letters. And then they will be assigned to any particular value that it should exist. Okay. Now to echo any particular environment variable, what you can do, you can type echo, and then let's see if I want to see home. So I will type home. Okay, so it will give you that, hey, environment variable of home is set to this one. All right. Now if you want to set any variable, so of course you can do that. You can type set, then you can define any environment variable like so if you want to set any environment variable, you can give it like set demo equal to hello. So I cannot set that because it will change the system specific configuration, so I will not. I just making the example. Also you can use set, either set option or export option. Okay. Now if you want to set a local variable, so it's also a bit easier. So you just need to type that, hey, uh, just need to, so if you want to type b equal to 5, b equal to 5. Okay. Now if I want, okay, it's done. Now I can recall this local environment variable by $b. Okay, so it will type. Okay, we have understood the system user wide specific environment variable. So it was our bash rc file. We also set this. So let me use cat command dot bash rc. Okay, so in here we edited in our previous section, and when we edited this, so what it means to say, it meant to say that whenever this user will run this thing, whenever user will be in this terminal, so whatever in the will be in this bin folder that we created, it should be acted as a script or runnable for enabling runnable program. To that we change the permission also to executable. Okay, hope you understood the system. Similarly for system wide configuration, so how you can do that, so you can open any file. Okay, so if I will see the content of cat etc, and then let's see the option profile.d. Okay, okay, it's a directory. If so basically you can define in here. So basically they are stored, so these are the folders and you can define it in here. Okay, so my environment variable is set to this, so these are the environment variable. So in Windows also you might have listened about the environment variable, how to set environment variable whenever you are setting your Java. Okay, so hope you're clear with this. Now if you want to set the environment variable, we have discovered that one also. Okay, if I want to see my editor environment variable, so how can I see? So it's set to nothing, so I can set also. Okay, I can set also. So yeah, I think that should be enough for our intro about environment variable, how you can set them, unset them. Okay, so yeah, that's it for this lecture, and in the next lecture we will learn about cron tab or cron jobs and how they are helpful. Okay, so till then, take care.